We're back again.
We're back together again.
It's hard to get us together in the holiday
It
season.
is. It very much is. So we're here today to touch base with you regarding pretty much the difference between like condos, townhouses, and co-ops, and a little bit about each of them, and how you go to finance really then, and what the difference is. So.
And a lot of this is going to be weird legal kind of stuff, because all of those usually have a homeowners association.
They do.
And they get to tell you what you get to do with your property.
They do.
So maybe you can't paint your house purple.
Yep.
You can't have 5 cars in the front yard.
Nope.
Maybe no RV, that kind of stuff.
Yep.
They have to give you all those rules so you can review them once you're in contract. But that might be a deal breaker for you.
And that's part of the purchase agreement. When you go to submit an offer on any of those 3, you can request those specific documents, and then you have a timeline to review all of them. And it's one of the contingencies that's part of the purchase agreement.
Yep. So let's get down to it. A townhouse. This is going to be really esoteric and weird, guys.
Yep.
But on a regular detached home, you actually own to the center of the earth all the way up to the top of the sky. On a townhouse, the same is true. You're just attached to another house.
And you have in a townhouse, you have common areas typically. I mean, not always, but you typically have
front yards.
Yep. And you'll have common areas that would be managed by an HOA in a townhouse.
But I've also seen townhouses that don't have an
Yes.
HOA and don't have any dues.
Yes.
So it's very specific.
It is, yes. With a condo, you own pretty much the interior.
Yeah. The walls in.
From the
typically.
interior walls in, not the exterior walls.
Yep.
And that's pretty much you're free to do as you like on those interior walls. And the exterior, it depends.
Sort of.
It depends.
You can't move walls
No,
without the
you
permission
cannot.
of the HOA.
That
You
is
can't do
true.
a lot of stuff.
But you can paint colors, and you could
Replace the
renovate
countertops.
Yes, renovate a kitchen to a certain extent, do a new bathroom.
Yep.
So you have freedom around those. There are HOA fees with a condo.
But on the flip side, the nice thing about that is then you're not paying for the gutters to be cleaned.
No.
You're not worrying about the siding.
No.
All of that stuff is taken care of by the HOA.
And typically even major stuff like a new sewer line would be covered by an HOA. So some of the significant repairs that cost quite a bit of money can fall under the umbrella of that HOA, which makes a huge difference when it goes to money that you need to take care of your property.
Yeah, for sure.
And a co-op is essentially you're buying
Co-op is
a share.
a co-op is really rare in Portland.
It is very rare.
You're gonna see stuff that says that it's a co-op, and they're not really co-ops. They're actually just condos. But then their amenities, like they'll have a huge community kitchen, which is cool because you might want to host Thanksgiving.
Or they'll be on like 2-3 acres of property with community gardens and a bunch of chicken coops and stuff that you can tap into. But typically they're advertised as co-ops, and oftentimes they're selling and exchanging hands as a condo.
And the reason why is because it's way easier to finance it.
It is.
Co-ops, like a true co-op, mostly you'll see in New York City.
Mhm.
That's really where they mostly are.
Yep.
And you're actually owning shares in a corporation.
You are.
You don't own any of the real property.
And it's a much
How's
more
that for blowing your mind?
and it's a much more complicated process to finance something like that because you can't typically tap into your conventional
normal
loan.
conventional loan or FHA or any of those things.
Yeah.
So
And even with FHA loans, there can be restrictions on condos and townhouses regarding what buildings will qualify under that FHA umbrella. So those can also have restrictions. If you're doing it conventional, you have a little bit more freedom around that.
and even like the Veterans Administration
Yes.
loans, which are
VA
fantastic
loans,
for veterans,
Yep.
they also limit condos.
They do.
So the moral of this story is
It's
you
complicated.
should call us and we can help
It's a little
clarify
bit
things.
complicated. But we work with this stuff all the time, and we also have lenders that can guide you along in the process and kind of counsel you on what the best option for a loan is if you're looking into one of those 3. All great options for buying a home and not having the burden of being a home.
Don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it's
pretty
there's a
sweet.
huge amount of freedom around it, and still gaining equity on home ownership. So, as always, we're here to help you. Email us, call us, go on
Claire,
our, Heather at Paris Group Realty. Go on our website, and we'll be in touch again soon, guys.
yeah, we actually have a blog post that specifies
We
this in case we just made it more confusing
Yeah.
for you. You can read that and it'll be helpful.
Hopefully, it will clarify some things. All right,
Have
guys.
a great sunny
Take
day.
care. See
Yep.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.